Congo, the world's richest country that still cannot escape poverty. However, if there is one thing about the Democratic Republic of the Congo that continues to fascinate the world, it is not its vast rainforests, nor its mineral wealth worth trillions of dollars. It is the impeccably dressed gentleman walking through some of the country's poorest neighborhoods. At first glance, you might think you are somewhere in Paris, Milan, or London. Perfectly tailored suits, polished leather shoes, elegant ties, pocket squares, stylish hats, and walking canes, all carefully coordinated. Every step radiates confidence, dignity, and sophistication. But pull the camera back just a few meters, and the scene changes dramatically. Dusty streets, modest homes, communities where electricity and clean water are still luxuries rather than guarantees. This is one of the most remarkable contradictions in the Congo. How can someone wear a suit worth several years of income while living a life filled with hardship? At first, it may seem like nothing more than extravagance, but the deeper you look, the more you realize it is something entirely different. In the Congo exists a unique cultural movement known as lush. Its name comes from the French phrase Société des ambianceurs et des personnes élégantes, meaning the society of ambiance makers and elegant people. For its members, a suit has never been just a piece of clothing. It is a declaration of dignity, a way of saying that circumstances may determine where you are born, but they can never determine your worth. In the world of lush, a porter can carry himself like a gentleman. A taxi driver can dress with the elegance of a successful businessman, because what they pursue is not wealth, but self-respect. For that reason, becoming a sapeur is about far more than owning expensive clothes. The community follows a strict code of conduct. A true gentleman must be courteous. He must never seek conflict. He must reject violence. He must treat others with respect. He must remain calm under pressure. And he must pay attention to every detail, not only in the way he dresses, but also in the way he behaves. Many sapeurs believe that a beautiful suit has little meaning unless it is worn by a person of good character. Perhaps that is why so many members of lush refuse to wear counterfeit fashion. Some spend years saving for a single authentic pair of shoes, a hat, or a necktie, not because they wish to impress others, but because, to them, if clothing represents dignity, then imitation would undermine everything it stands for. What makes this tradition even more fascinating is its historical origin. Lush was born during the colonial era, when European rulers appeared in elegant tailored suits as symbols of authority and social status. Over time, however, the people of the Congo transformed that very symbol into something entirely their own. The suit no longer represented colonial power. Instead, it became a symbol of independence, of identity, and of human dignity. Today, lush is far more than a fashion trend. It is a philosophy of life. A reminder that even if you cannot choose where you are born, you can still choose how you present yourself to the world. Perhaps that is why, in a country shaped by war, poverty, and decades of hardship, brightly colored suits continue to grace the streets of the Congo, not to hide reality, but to remind everyone that a person's greatest wealth is not always measured by what is in their wallet. Sometimes it is measured by the dignity they refuse to surrender. What if one of the greatest treasures on Earth was not hidden beneath the ocean, not buried beneath some distant desert, but lay beneath the feet of millions of people who continue to live in poverty? It sounds impossible, Yet that is precisely the greatest paradox of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. A nation whose underground wealth has helped build the modern world. The batteries that power electric vehicles, the smartphones we carry in our hands, the data centers running artificial intelligence, and the renewable energy systems expected to replace fossil fuels. Many of them begin their journey here. Beneath Congo's forests and mountains lie enormous reserves of cobalt, copper, diamonds, gold, coltan, and dozens of other strategic minerals. Economists have estimated that the country's natural resources could be worth tens of trillions of dollars, making Congo one of the most geologically wealthy territories on the planet. Yet above this extraordinary abundance, a very different reality unfolds. Many communities still lack access to electricity. Thousands of children walk for hours every day just to attend school. Modern hospitals remain out of reach for countless families. And in many regions, rivers continue to serve as the only highways connecting people to the outside world. How can a land so rich remain home to millions of people with so little? The answer cannot be explained by a single war, nor by a single government, nor can it be reduced to a single chapter of history. It is a story shaped by centuries of colonial exploitation, enormous geographical challenges, the world's growing demand for strategic minerals, prolonged political instability, and above all, the extraordinary resilience of millions of Congolese people who continue rebuilding their future every single day. Because the Democratic Republic of the Congo is far more than the image that so often appears in the headlines. It is home to the second largest tropical rainforest on Earth, a vast green ocean that plays a crucial role in regulating the planet's climate. It is also the homeland of the Congo River, the deepest river ever measured and one of the most powerful waterways on Earth. To the east of the country rise active volcanoes, immense freshwater lakes, and ecosystems found almost nowhere else on the planet. Its forests provide sanctuary for extraordinary wildlife, including bonobos, okapis, and endangered gorilla populations, species that can almost only be found in Central Africa. More than 200 ethnic communities, each with their own languages, traditions, music, and histories, have together created one of the richest and most diverse cultural mosaics in Africa. And yet, despite all this diversity and wealth, Congo is still too often defined by a single story: conflict, violence, poverty. Those things are real, but they are only one part of the story. Behind those headlines lies a country of breathtaking natural wonders, vibrant cultures, immense scientific importance, and growing influence over the future of the world. A nation whose future may help shape the future of clean energy, biodiversity conservation, and even the global economy itself. So, in this documentary, we are not simply exploring another destination on the map. We are uncovering one of the greatest contradictions of the 21st century. A country whose greatest wealth is not found only beneath its soil, but also within its forests, its rivers, its wildlife, its culture, and above all, its people. Because once you truly understand Congo, you begin to realize that this is not merely the story of one African nation. It is also the story of the hidden connections between our everyday lives and one of the most extraordinary and remarkable places on Earth. Before we arrive at the stories of people, minerals, or history, there is perhaps one thing we must understand first. In Congo, nature is not the backdrop of the story. Nature is the story. There are places in the world where humanity has transformed almost everything. But in Congo, nature is still writing its own narrative. A place where just a few hours away from the cities, the modern world seems to slowly fade away behind you. Roads become fewer. The sound of engines gives way to birdsong, insects, and the echo of flowing water beneath ancient trees. And then, suddenly, an endless ocean of green stretches all the way to the horizon. This is the second largest tropical rainforest on Earth, surpassed only by the Amazon. An ecosystem so vast that, seen from space, it resembles a giant green heart beating at the center of Africa. Every day, billions of trees here absorb carbon, regulate rainfall, and help stabilize climates far beyond the borders of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. According to many scientists, the future climate of Africa, and perhaps even the world itself, will be profoundly influenced by what happens within these forests. Yet the true value of Congo cannot be seen from the sky alone. Beneath the dense canopy lies a world that science has yet to fully understand. Thousands of plant species, hundreds of mammal species, and countless insects, birds, and smaller creatures that continue to be discovered even today. Flowing through this immense wilderness is a river that helped shape the history of Central Africa itself. The Congo River, the deepest river ever recorded on Earth. In certain places, its waters plunge more than 220 meters below the surface, so deep that scientists continue to study the unique ecosystems hidden within its dark depths. This immense river travels nearly 5,000 kilometers before finally reaching the Atlantic Ocean. But for millions of Congolese people, the river is far more than geography. It is a road connecting distant communities, a place of trade and exchange, a source of water, a source of food, and the lifeblood of one of Africa's largest nations. Farther east, the landscape transforms once again. Vast lakes appear between mountains covered in mist. Great valleys reveal the slow movement of the Earth's crust over millions of years. And rising on the horizon stands Nyiragongo, one of the most extraordinary active volcanoes on the planet. Inside its crater once existed a vast lava lake glowing red through the darkness, moving endlessly like an ocean of fire hidden beneath the Earth's surface. It is a reminder that this planet is still alive, still changing, still writing its own story. This astonishing diversity has turned Congo into one of humanity's greatest biological treasures. This astonishing diversity has made Congo one of humanity's greatest biological treasures. But if there is one animal that truly embodies the spirit of these forests, it is the bonobo. Few people realize that, besides humans, bonobos are among our closest living relatives, sharing more than 98% of our DNA. Even more remarkable is the fact that every wild bonobo left on Earth lives in only one country, the Democratic Republic of the Congo. For millions of years, the the mighty Congo River acted as a natural barrier, separating the ancestors of the bonobo from chimpanzees living farther north. Over time, that separation gave rise to two very different evolutionary paths. While chimpanzees are often known for their strength and intense competition, bonobos have fascinated scientists with their remarkable ability to cooperate, resolve conflicts peacefully, and maintain highly complex social relationships. Many researchers have even described them as the ape of peace. Studying bonobos does more than deepen our understanding of wildlife. It also offers valuable clues about our own evolutionary past. How our ancestors communicated, how they formed communities, and how they learned to live together. Yet the bonobo is only one of countless biological wonders that Congo continues to protect. However, if nature has shaped the landscape of the Congo and history has carved the defining moments of this nation's journey, then it is the country's cuisine that most vividly reflects the daily life, culture, and identity of the millions of people who call the heart of Africa home. In the Democratic Republic of the Congo, every meal is far more than a way to satisfy hunger. It is the result of centuries of people learning to live in harmony with tropical rainforests, mighty rivers, the equatorial climate, and the extraordinary natural resources surrounding them. Covering more than 2.3 million square kilometers and home to over 200 ethnic groups, each region has developed its own ingredients, cooking techniques, and culinary traditions. Yet, despite this incredible diversity, they all share one common philosophy: use everything that nature provides, waste as little as possible, and place family and community at the center of every meal. Unlike many parts of the world where rice or wheat serves as the primary staple, the people of the Congo have long relied on cassava as the foundation of their national cuisine. It is one of the country's most important food crops and a cornerstone of food security. Able to grow in nutrient-poor soils, withstand long periods of drought, and produce abundant harvests, cassava has sustained generations of Congolese people, especially during times of war, economic hardship, and food shortages. From its root comes fufu, a traditional staple with a soft, elastic texture that can be found in almost every household across the country. At first glance, fufu appears remarkably simple. It has very little flavor of its own. Yet that simplicity is exactly what makes it the perfect companion for rich stews, flavorful sauces, and hearty vegetable dishes. Most Congolese people do not eat it with knives or forks. Instead, they tear off a small piece with their hands, gently roll it into a ball, and dip it into sauces or stews before eating. It is more than a way of eating. It is a cultural tradition that has endured for centuries. Alongside cassava, plantains also play an essential role in everyday life. Unlike the sweet bananas familiar to many of us, plantains contain more starch, less sugar, and are almost always cooked before being eaten. They may be boiled, fried, grilled, or stewed alongside meat, fish, and savory sauces. In many rural communities, plantains remain one of the primary sources of daily nourishment. But perhaps, nowhere demonstrates nature's generosity more clearly than the Congo River itself. As the deepest river on Earth and one of the richest freshwater ecosystems on the planet, the Congo River provides an abundant supply of fish for millions of people. From perch and catfish to the fierce tigerfish and countless endemic species found nowhere else in the world, each region has developed its own methods of seasoning and cooking, creating an astonishing diversity of flavors throughout Congolese cuisine. One of the country's most iconic dishes is poulet à la moambe, a slow-cooked chicken dish prepared in a rich sauce made from the fruit of the oil palm. This unique ingredient gives the dish its signature reddish-orange color and the rich, creamy flavor that defines much of Central African cuisine. For many Congolese families, it is far more than an everyday meal. It is also the centerpiece of weddings, festivals, family reunions, and important celebrations. For that reason, poulet à la moambe is often regarded as the national dish of the Congo. If fufu represents the soul of the cassava root, then pondu showcases the remarkable way Congolese people make use of nearly every part of the plant. Cassava leaves are first carefully prepared to remove their natural toxins. They are then finely pounded and slowly simmered for hours with palm oil, onions, garlic, and sometimes dried fish, beef, or goat meat. The result is a deep green dish with a distinctive aroma and a rich, well-balanced flavor. For countless Congolese households, it is an indispensable part of the family table. What truly makes Congolese cuisine unique is not elaborate presentation, nor sophisticated culinary techniques. It is the extraordinary ability to transform simple, locally available ingredients into meals capable of nourishing entire communities. Many of these recipes have never been written down. There are no official cookbooks, no precisely measured ingredients, only experience, memory, and a love for family passed from one generation to the next. In many villages, as evening falls, families still gather around a large, shared platter. Everyone tears off pieces of fufu, dipping them into steaming bowls of pondu, moambe, or other traditional stews. There are no individual servings, no barriers between people. Everyone shares the same meal as a symbol of unity, generosity, and togetherness. This way of dining reflects one of the deepest values of Congolese culture. A meal is not meant only to nourish the body. It is also meant to strengthen family bonds, build friendships, and keep communities connected. Perhaps that is why, despite decades of war, economic hardship, and countless historical challenges, the people of the Congo continue to preserve their traditional cuisine with the same devotion they give to preserving the memories of their ancestors. Because to them, food is more than flavor. It is history. It is culture. It is identity. And it is the invisible thread that binds millions of people together across the vast land at the heart of Africa.